Did you know your brain can grow new neurons even in depression? Recent studies show that 30% of antidepressants fail because they ignore the root cause, neurogenesis. Comment right now. Does your depression feel more like a heavy fog you can't clear, or like a stuck record that loops the same thoughts over and over? In this video, I'll explain how neurogenesis works and give you 2 science-backed ways to reignite your brain's ability to heal. Subscribe now so you don't miss the one strategy that turns stuck into resilient. Neurogenesis is the process of generating new neurons, primarily in the hippocampus, the brain's memory and emotional center. Chronic depression disrupts this process by reducing BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that fuels neuron growth. This creates a vicious cycle. Fewer new neurons equals worse mood regulation, and worse mood equals even less neurogenesis. Surprisingly, antidepressants like SSRIs work in part by boosting BDNF, but they're not a quick fix. Healing requires more than chemical balance. It demands intentional action to rebuild your brain's architecture. Most people believe depression is a chemical imbalance that pills can fix, but this oversimplification ignores the role of neurogenesis. Pills may alleviate symptoms, but they don't address the root cause, a brain that's literally shrinking. Worse, many antidepressants take 6-12 weeks to work, during which time neurogenesis is still struggling. This delay frustrates patients, leading to premature discontinuation. The truth is, healing your brain requires more than medication. It demands lifestyle interventions that actively promote neuron growth, like exercise and cognitive restructuring. Aerobic exercise is one of the most potent ways to jumpstart neurogenesis. When you run or cycle, your brain releases BDNF, which acts like fertilizer for new neurons. Research shows 30 minutes of moderate exercise 3x week can increase hippocampal volume by 2.5%, comparable to antidepressants. The key isn't intensity, but consistency. Think of your brain like a garden. Daily watering exercise ensures new growth, while sporadic effort leads to withered neurons. Start small, a brisk walk or dance party, and track your mood improvements. Over time, this physical routine becomes a neural habit that sustains healing. While exercise fuels neurogenesis, cognitive behavioral techniques shape how new neurons are used. Challenging negative thought patterns like, "I'll never feel better," prevents the brain from reinforcing depressive pathways. Mindfulness practices, such as labeling emotions without judgment, build new neural circuits that bypass old, rigid thought loops. This is counterintuitive. Many believe meditation just calms the mind, but neuroscience shows it actually grows new hippocampal connections. Pairing exercise with daily journaling or CBT exercises creates a feedback loop. New neurons plus new thinking equals sustainable recovery. Neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to change, is the missing link between technique and transformation. To make neurogenesis a lasting habit, integrate daily rituals that combine physical and cognitive growth. For example, walk 10,000 steps daily while practicing thought stopping, saying stop when negative thoughts arise. Track progress with a mood journal, noting when new neurons kick in, like after a workout or insight. Over weeks, this builds a self-sustaining loop. Exercise equals more neurons, CBT, better use of those neurons. Healing isn't a sprint. It's a marathon of micro-actions that rebuild your brain from the inside out. You now understand that depression isn't just a chemical problem, it's a structural one. By combining aerobic exercise, cognitive strategies, and neuroplasticity rituals, you can grow new neurons and reshape your brain's wiring. The path to healing isn't about waiting for a pill to work. It's about becoming your own neuroengineer. With consistency, your brain will stop feeling like a broken record and start composing a new melody of resilience. Tell us a moment someone misunderstood your depression. Your story could help someone feel less alone. Speech balloon, but here's the thing. Depression can also show up as anger, numbness, or even chronic fatigue. What if the signs you're ignoring are actually your brain's way of screaming for help? Subscribe for more science-backed mental health strategies. I'll show you how to rewire your brain's fear circuits next. Comment below. Does your depression feel more like a fog or a stuck record? Let's build a community of people turning depression into growth.